Hey guys, Cool Breeze here. Hey, I just want to give you a look at the Sawyer Mini that I'm testing out. I can't say enough about this. It's really cool. Sawyer, in my opinion, took a excellent product, one of the best on the market in my opinion, and they made it even better, at least for my uses. This is a Sawyer Mini. This is how it would come if you purchased it. This is the Sawyer Mini filter right here. And this is the 16-ounce bag that it comes with. I just got air in it. It doesn't have any water. It comes with the cleaning plunger or the back flush syringe, whatever you'd like to call it. And it's like a vinyl straw. It's pretty tough, pretty durable. But this is when you purchase it. These are the actual components you get with it. The filter comes with a removable cap on the clean end. Obviously that's the washer for the dirty end, and you can see the, I don't know if you can see that in the video, I'm pretty sure you can, but that's the threads on it that seal it down to the bottle. Like I said, it's awesome. Took a good product and made it even better. I'll show you, this is my actual Sawyer squeeze filter. You can see size comparison. It's definitely smaller. Weights, this, just for comparison, this is about 2.5 ounce dry weight, and this is about 1.2 ounces dry weight, so a considerable difference. This for mine, the way I do it, I take and when I'm done filtering, I just shake it out as best I can really quickly. I don't waste a lot of time on it because I'm trying to get back moving. But I shake it out and I'll suck on this end without anything connected to the dirty end. Try to get as much water out as I can, and I stuff it in my sack. I do that just about every time. So I weighed it like that, and I want to say mine was like right at about 3.5 ounces wet weight, and this one was like 1.8 ounces. So again, still lighter, wet, and I think that's, needs to be noted, because you need to be considering your wet weight, in my opinion, when you're carrying it, because once you get it wet, that's how much it's going to weigh the rest of the time you're carrying it, which will be every time after the first time you use it, more or less. So I try to put wet weights in my gear sheets, but I always make sure I put the dry weights just so I know both. But maybe that's just me. That's it. Like I said, I can't say enough about. I'm doing this all by hand. I apologize if it gets a little jumpy, but it's a really cool product. The only downside that I see to this is that it may not be quite as durable. This one's only rated for 100,000 gallons, and this one's 1 million gallons. To me, 1 million's better, but 100,000 gallons will get me there easily, so I'm not complaining. It's maybe not quite as rugged as the actual squeeze, but it's plenty rugged for what I'm trying to use it for. I would take it on a through hike. I have no problems with that. I've heard people say the flow is slightly less on this than it is this. I don't see that it makes that much of a difference. I know some people were saying that if you're more than one person, you may want to continue to take this. I've had no issues. I would easily take this for multiple people and not be that concerned about it. It may be slightly slower, but in my opinion, I don't think it's enough to make that much of a difference. And like I said, the lighter weight and the less volume that it takes up in my pack, it's outstanding. I am so excited. I can barely even talk about it. But this is what I've been waiting for from Sawyer for so long. Even though this was an outstanding product, I knew that they could make it slightly better, and in my opinion, they have definitely done so. The price is reduced. To me, it's just, it was just a win-win-win situation. I will say that, if you're concerned about, the amount of water that you're going to get out of it, you still could buy the squeeze. I definitely still recommend the squeeze. There's really no issues with it that I found, and the majority of your backpackers out there are using it. So It's a great product also. But the Sawyer Mini is the coolest thing out right now, and I'm glad to be able to test it out. Now, talking about that, I do want to show a couple of things that I'm trying out. Right now I'm not condoning these things. I'm just letting you know these. This is kind of preliminary. It's just stuff I'm playing with, ideas I'm playing with. And the first thing I did was I have several of the squeezes now. I'm sorry, several of the minis now, and I have several of the squeezes also. But I took and I cut one of the straws and I placed it on the plunger. Just for ease of use. I don't carry this with me when I go out on the trail, but just for ease of use, I put the straw in the plunger, and I use that to help back flush. And to me, it just makes it a little easier. I'm not carrying any of the straw or any of the plunger, so it's not that the extra weight bothers me. This is how I'm actually planning on carrying it, at least for right now. And what this is this is the Mini. I removed the cap off here. I haven't pushed it all the way down yet. I'm still putting this all together and kind of testing this out. But this cap right here is it's a cap from Minibull Designs. Tinny makes them and sells them in his store. I want to say this was it was $10. I believe it was like $5 shipping, so it ended up being like $15. I bought several of them, so it's a flat rate $5. So. But in my opinion, right now, this is a little heavy, especially with since this filter is so light. I'm a little disappointed with how heavy this is. It's very robust. I know I wouldn't break it, but what I may end up trying to do is here shortly I may take and sand it down. If you can see, it's got quite a bit of width around here, and I don't think that it just needs to be necessarily that rugged. But as you can see, I just wanted to show this, like I said, something I'm playing around with, and I'll show you here in a second what I'm going to do with it. The other things, of course, is just standard that I did with my bags. I have a bunch of the different size bags depending on where I'm going. I like to take a larger bag than what I think I'm going to need. I take this, this is the 2-liter bag right now. Sometimes I take the 1-liter bag. I'm not really fond of the 16 ounces. These are great for, around the house, or, maybe throw in your truck or something like that. While I'm backpacking, I prefer to take a little bit larger pouch. That way I can kind of camel a little water if I need to. It's just the way I do it. I'm not saying it's the right way, but generally I take a 2-liter bag, and then I take this, which is the 1-liter smart water bottle. And generally I only carry a 1-liter bottle with 1 liter of water in it, but I carry this just that way I can fill this up if I need to. If I'm going between areas that I need to carry more water, I can fill this up. But generally speaking, this is empty. I carry this empty in my pouch, or in my pack. And then like I said, I only fill this up maybe like at the end of the day. I may fill this up and carry some water with me into camp, or whatever I want to do. I just feel like it gives me some versatility. And I attached some Z-line to the bottom of it. As you can tell, it's just some holes. And give me a second, I'll put this together and I'll show you what it looks like while I'm filtering water. Okay, as you can see, it's swinging a little bit. I know my garage is a mess, but as you can see, the water, it's practically working like a gravity water filter. I mean, there's pretty decent flow for it just to, let's see if I can get a little better view here. For it just to be, I mean, obviously I'm not putting any pressure on the bag. I'm not doing any of the squeeze or anything. All I did was I didn't tighten it up real tight right here. I left it so it'll get just a little bit of air. But as you can tell, it's enough that it's, it's not touching the table here. And it pretty much just made it like a gravity water filter. And the only reason I like this is because obviously it's lazy, it's hands-free. I can, if I need to, I can walk away and let this thing filter some water. And once it fills up, it may get a little leakage, but as it is right now, as you can tell, there's no water leaking anywhere whatsoever. And I just have this bag hanging. and I could, like I said, I could walk away and filter water while I'm making camp, while I'm putting the tarp up, or whatever else I'm doing, making dinner. But that's it. That's the way I'm using it right now. The other thing I like about this is you could potentially, I could back flush this right now. I'll caveat that with, if you read Sawyer's instructions, they tell you not to back flush it with anything except for the syringe, and the reason being is because they want the first the first initial push, the first initial, I don't know what the word I'm looking for here is, but the first initial like pressure through the filter to be a lot, so that it forces any of that back stuff out the first time. Otherwise, you might just force a little bit out, and you're causing a, the pores in the filter to have crud in them that would make them even smaller and maybe not filter as quickly for you. So they want that first one to be pretty forceful, but I think you could get fairly close with this setup. Right now I just push the water back through, pick it up where this was level or above it, and then push the water back through pretty forcefully, and I think I could get a pretty good back flush with just this system right here. So that's the way I am. I'm testing it out right now. I don't know if that'll work or not. I'm not trying to say that that's the greatest way, because I haven't really used it like that yet, but that's my plan anyway for right now, to keep me from carrying the syringe. So that's it. Hold on. And there she is. That's pretty much the finished product. 1 liter of water. Like I said, I could have had more. I had that 2 liter bag out. You can carry just in the 1 liter dirty bag and go 1 liter for 1 liter. Or like I said, depending on where you're going, what you're doing, you can carry the 2 liter. That's kind of the way I work things out, is I just decide which one I'm going to take and which one I'm going to use. This system allows you to be pretty versatile. I mean, you could use 2 of these in a pinch. So you could just mark one to make sure you know it's your dirty bag, and use the other one. Whatever works for you. These are just ideas and ways to use the Sawyer squeeze and the Sawyer Mini filter. That's all I got. If you guys have any questions or comments, gladly post them down at the bottom, and I'll try to get back with answer them as soon as I can. I appreciate you viewing the video, and if you like my videos, subscribe. Thanks, guys.